Ladies and gentlemen, KageKaze here, back in Torchlight 2. I am on my engineer. His name is Sid. And from this point on, I know absolutely nothing about the game. That's right, this is the farthest I've gotten. In the beta weekend that happened, I stopped right about here after fighting the General Grell, the Guardian of the Elemental there. And so, I guess we're entering blind Retsupre territory. Yes, well, let's face it, we all knew this was happening, so we're going to move on with it. As you can see, my wonderful bird Kane has a wonderful rainbow around him. A cornucopia of colors surrounds him. That's because I gave him the elemental protection spell. Mostly because I'm pretty bad about spell upkeep. Especially when I'm running around blasting things. So I'm going to let him just kind of cast it, keep it himself. Maybe he'll stay in combat a bit longer. We'll see. Speaking of which, here, have a fish. So we move up north to the Frosted Hills via Crow's Pass.
You just get here?
Well, treading carefully. I have no idea what to expect. Kind of a nice zone here. Ooh, what's this? Ice spiders? I think that's... yes. Okay, so I've been informed, and I didn't double check on this. I should have double checked this before I came in by finding me a wiki page or something. But so that armor that appears next to the hit points is apparently the damage they do, not the damage they are resilient against. Makes sense. So that means if I run across enemies casting fireballs, I should expect to see fire on it. These enemies have frost by them, so imagine they'll be doing cold. Of course, my robot, my little heal bot, always has to be resummoned between zones. I need to remember that. Minor inconvenience, really, considering how long it lasts. Anything over here? No, just some cliffs. You know, I've got a rainbow bird and a pretty pink cannon. I'm not so sure about this. Want to talk about colorful graphics? Here it is. And people said Diablo was colorful. Well, that thing's blocking my cannon fire. Well, simple repositioning will fix that. Approaching level, it won't be long now. I've already taken off a few skill points. As a matter of fact, you can see here that I do not have level 5 blast cannon like I had last time. Because once I level, I have a whole new set of skills to try out. I'm looking forward to testing them. Nice frost-covered area. Feels kind of strange that in one spot I was in a nice lush green and now I'm in kind of a snowy filled area. I'm not sure what to think about this. The ecosystem here must be very weird. No, or we could be in Colorado. Because they go from a nice green environment to snow. As they did just recently. I think that was today, actually.
You have become more skilled.
Well, there it is. Level 14. Let's grab some new skills, shall we? Let's kind of go over here. Come on, come aside. Alright, so what do we have? Well, for under Blitz, we have Ember Hammer. Deliver a powerful sidelong swing, which channels Ember energy into a wide 270-degree arc, destroying shields. Ember Hammer does not gain charge. This is an ability I liked when I was playing my melee engineer. I'll go ahead and grab it. And the reason I liked it was because of that instant shield destruction that it has. Enemies with shields, not terrible to deal with. You've seen a few of them. I've crushed their shields after a few hits, but it's definitely not guaranteed. Some of them I've even killed without being able to crush the shield. So let me just go ahead and swap weapons here, and we'll make sure that on the weapon swap, there we go, we've got the Ember Hammer. Let me just kind of show it off. There it is. Quite nice. A very wide arc. and the fact that it destroys shields instantly is fantastic. So you get an enemy with a shield, you just hit them with that, shield's gone, and then you just continue to wreck them with additional damage. We can see that it costs 16 mana at level 1, it inflicts 82% weapon DPS, and 100% chance to break shields. The tier bonuses it gets is damage amplified by 5% for every charge at tier 1. So about 25% extra damage on that. Tier 2, damage is amplified by 10% for charge, and tier 3, 15% for charge. So it does not gain charge, but it doesn't expend charge, which means you can get your charge fully leveled and then use it to gain a massive amount of damage on your Ember Hammer. Hammer. Right, okay, moving on to Spider Mines. You deploy a trio of spider drones that charge the nearest foes and explode in a 3-meter radius. Upgrading mines do 20% more damage with a 5-meter radius. A 2-second stun and electric damage over time. Has a 5% chance to upgrade the mine explosion. So it does 87 physical, 198 fire, so that's where I want to be having fire and spark. It'll actually work really well with this. And it's got 15-second summon duration. As we can see, the tier bonuses are mana cost reduction. Not bad. We'll go ahead and grab that to throw a few down and give it a shot. Let's go ahead and put that on number 2. And then lastly, the Aegis skills gives me Overload. You overload your armor circuits to project a nova of Ember energy, electrocuting up to 5 foes in a 6-meter radius. Meter radius around you. Overload uses all available charges to increase its damage by 50% per charge. Wow. 250% extra damage with that one. So, 27 mana cost, 1.4 second cooldown, 20% weapon DPS. So, okay. The weapon DPS is fairly low. But it does do 36 to 72 electric damage, which will go up as with levels. So its initial damage, at least for weapon DPS, is low. So yeah, having more charges is kind of nice. And it has knockback. So there we go. Tier 1, up to 7 foes in 8-meter radius electrocuted. Tier 2, 9 foes in a 10-meter radius are electrocuted. And Tier 3, 11 foes in 12. So it gains more foes and a wider range. So we'll go ahead and throw that on. I'm pretty sure I will not be using Overload or Ember Hammer that much. So I'm probably going to get rid of those and just stick with my cannon skills for now. Possibly just level up the spider mines. I don't think that'll be too bad. Just kind of running around with the sword and board at the moment. See here, get a wide arc. Need to get something with a shield, so let's try out these mines, shall we? Let's get an enemy. Well, let's try it without an enemy. Let's see what it does. Okay. Oh, yeah, they seek out anything and everything that's attackable. It looks like. Yeah, see, there it goes. Okay, and they follow me. Okay, that is great. That is great to know. I like it so far. I do quite like it. Okay. Slice, slice, slice. Okay, spider mines, not bad. 5% chance for upgraded mine explosion. Let me take a look at how this upgrades, since I think I'll be sticking with that. Okay, at level 2, it's a 10% chance for an upgraded explosion. So if it keeps going like that, it's going to be very frequently gaining the upgrade. So I will probably pump some points into that. We can see that at level 2, now this is interesting, at level 2, the mana cost goes up, but the cooldown goes down. The damage does not go up. It goes from 87 physical to 87 physical, 198 fire to 198 fire. The difference is the summon duration, so that's interesting. So Spider Mines, this is a skill I can see not needing to pump a lot of points into. At rank 1, it's already a very good damage dealer. 87 to 198. Now here's the thing, since it's not gaining damage per level, it's going to gain damage as my character levels, not as the skill levels. So I could put 1 point into this and kind of ignore it after a while. Now, here's the thing. I put points into it, and I can use it more often. They last longer, and of course there's that 10% chance to get a bigger explosion. So as I level it up, it will indirectly gain more damage because it can have a higher chance of upgrading. So it gets 20% more damage as well as stun. So I can either choose to leave it at level 1 and let it do its natural damage, or I can try to pump it up to get bigger explosions over time. So what I'm going to try and do here, let's go ahead and use Overload without any Ember. There we go. See, that's pretty cool. Just shocked everything, knocked it all back. Alright, let's go back to the cannon. We're going to... there we go. Back to the cannon, try and get some charge so we can see what it can do at maximum level. Pistolio. Okay, let's see. What does it do? 20% electric charge. Okay. And it gains 50% additional damage with every level of charge. Huh, I can't go up there. Looked like a bell. Alright, lots of spiders. Not too much to see other than snow and ice at the moment. Just really trying to build up the charge for now. Not really taking a lot of damage, that's kind of nice. Kane's tanking pretty good as well. I'm not sure if it's because of the elemental armor, or maybe it's just... I don't know, we're doing pretty good here so far. Oh, a quest that takes me to the Widow's Veil, 13 to 14. Okay, well... I don't want to lose all of the charge I've got here. Can I, prevent it from going... Yes, okay, cool. I can prevent my charge from going down by firing at nothing. That's nice. Okay, that's a trick. I'll have to keep that in mind. If I want to keep my charge up, just kind of run along and shoot. Okay, here we go. Let's see the damage you can do. 135, 119. Not bad at all. I think I am okay with this. That's pretty cool. It's got knockback on it. It uses charge. It'll be the first ability I have that uses charge, but therein lies the question. Do I want that to knock enemies back away from me? Or do I want to go for the spider mines? I am not 100% sure. To tell you the truth. Okay, here we go. Overload. Next level gets a chance to stun. I kind of like doing this whole mechanical thing. I might stick to this motif here. I might just... I think I'll go with spider mines. Level that up. Not too concerned about that. So, charge, chance to stun. What does this gain as it levels up? Just more damage, it looks like. Okay. Alright, well, I've seen them. They're okay. I'm going to go ahead and go back and get rid of them and change things up a little bit. Okay, so I'm kind of left with this conundrum here that I'm not sure what I'm going to put my next point into. So what I've done is I took the points out of Overload, I took the point out of Ember Hammer, I put a point back into Blast Cannon. As you can see now it's back to level 5, which gives it a chance to blind. I can't level up Blast Cannon any further right now. That's fine. I can level up the Healing Bot though, but I'm not sure I want to. It gives me more health recovery, certainly. 1 more mana every time it pulses. And eventually at tier 2 it gives me 8% armor. I'm not too worried about I'm not too worried about that. Honestly, I really wanted to just get the healing bot up to kind of give me more mana back. So that's level 5. That's fine for me. The healing and mana recovery will increase with every level I gain. For now, I'm okay with this. So I think here in my construction skills tree, I think I'm okay. Obviously, blitz skills, I could pick any one of these, but they are very close range. I'm not really looking to get those. I could upgrade heavy lifting to the next level. That gives me some more attack speed and stun chance, obviously. I can't use supercharge. Bulwark is kind of more defensive. Fire and Spark probably going to be the best way to go, especially since I'm going up into Spider Mines. That's finally going to do some electric damage. But I also have some more choices here. I have some more passives. I have Coup de Grace. When I hit a stunned target, Electrical Surge helps finish off the foe. The ability cannot trigger more than 1 time per second. The damage is equal to 3 times your strength, as expressed below. So it's plus 168 electrical damage, and that's pretty nice. So as I go up in strength, which I will be since I'm doing a cannon build, this could work out in my favor. So it gives me a chance that when I stun an enemy, I do a ton of damage to them. And this works well with heavy lifting, which has a natural chance to stun. You see here I have a 10% chance to stun. So if I stun the enemy, 10% chance to stun, and then right after that, I hit my stun target, do a bunch more damage. Now that's also included in the natural stun chance of my current cannon, which is 35%. So I've got about a 45% chance to stun, roughly, from the, if I add those together, of course, that could be multiplicative, not additive. Not entirely sure on that. I might have to check here to see if it tells me if I have a stun chance in here. Let's find out, shall we? I don't think... That's game data. Let's take a look. Attack speed, cast speed, critical damage, fumble, damage penalty... No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Splash... Damage arc, range. Wow, they give you a bunch of stats for everything, don't they? Incredible, really. No. Strength, dex, no. Okay. So it doesn't quite tell me. That's fine, honestly. But I can see how those skills will synergize. So Coup de Grace will be kind of nice. What else do I have? I have Charge Domination. When you slay an enemy, you have a chance to absorb enough energy to fill your charge bar. This ability cannot trigger more often than once every 3 seconds. So every 3 seconds you've got a small chance to get a full charge bar. Not bad, but I don't have anything I use charge on at the moment. Nothing, really. So, and my charge bar has no passives associated with it at all. So this is kind of pointless for me now. I could see that for other builds, maybe in other trees. For Aegis, I have Charge Reconstruction. When I use Charge for skills, I regain some of my health. As we can see here, it's 93 health recovered over 2 seconds whenever I use Charge for skills. So it's a very good defensive one. And again, though, I'm not spending Charge, so kind of pointless. So at this point, I'm kind of looking at Coup de Grace, which is nice. And I'm looking at Fire and Spark, which is fire and electrical damage increase. I think a level 1 Coup de Grace would be a little bit better for me now than a 5% increase. 5% is nice, but I'm still kind of low level, and I just don't see the increase on Fire and Spark giving me as much. I will go into it, of course, as I go along, but this, every time I stun, and I stun fairly often, I think, that giving me this extra damage, 168, is kind of nice. So I'm going to go with Coup de Grace, level 1. See how that goes.
I need your help.
Your dear little ones wandered into the cave. Oh dear. Her husband, Finis, has ventured after them. There's nasty creatures and he hasn't returned. Oh, that doesn't bode well. I'll have to see if they're still alive. Okay, find Finis. Let's do it.
You have received a request.
Levels 13 to 14. We are right at the top end. Let's do it. Welcome to the Widow's Vale, a frost cave in a tree. Wow, just look at the massive damage going out here. That's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and summon the little robot guy. Oh, cool. So it's kind of dark. You can light the braziers. That's very cool. I didn't know they had that in here. Again, this completely new territory for me. Oh, giant spider. Ooh, wow. Look at... Whew. Seriously, I'm dominating these things. Alright, Agazza. Really, who names these things? Who names these things? It's a dividing monster, so I can expect it to split itself here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm hitting W instead of 2, so get 3 of those out. You can see that the spider mines definitely take up a good amount of my mana, but look how quickly the mana comes back. So yes, I'm very glad that I did not put another level into the healing bot. I don't think I've needed it. This is working out quite nicely. Can't go that... Okay, can go this way. So how long do these last again? These are 15 seconds, so I can kind of sit here, throw 3 down, and they'll just go for whatever. There we go. Oh, nice. It's kind of nice that I can just keep summoning them. They last for 15 seconds. Those I probably will want to level up, even though they do fairly well at level 1 because of the duration increase. Actually, more primarily for the chance for them to upgrade. Especially because they stun. And that's another thing. These things stun, so I stun with that, and that just really works with coup de grace.
Skillful.
Hey, level 15. I'm going to be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep the spider mines. I like them. Oh, Winter Widow. Got plenty of damage going out. Kind of surprised it's just standing there. Oh wow, it's spawning little tiny spiders. Didn't even see them for a second there. You see those little things right there? Yeah, just tiny spiders it's spawning. As the overall damage of these spider mines... Oh, wow. There's a lot of little numbers there, though. Probably hitting the little spiders. So it's doing about 20s, and yeah... Blast Cannon is definitely... definitely doing more. Now, there is a reason for that, of course, is Blast Cannon does weapon DPS damage, whereas this does a straight-up physical and fire damage. I mean, that would definitely go up with Fire and Spark. But do I want to do that? I'm not for certain. You see, I could take that point and apply it towards just more coup de grace. We can see here that on the next level it's 3.5 times the strength, which brings it from 160 to 190. It's once a second, too. Considering that I'm pretty sure I'm putting out stuns fairly often, and I don't really need the stun from this. I almost think I want to go into the passives more. I'm not going to put another point in yet until I have a better idea of what I want to do with it. They're kind of nice to have around and throw out there for damage, but eventually I will run out of... Really? I can't hit those? Bella's pet? Alright.
Think you can help me?
I've managed to keep Snowbell and Sunbeam safe up here. I can't make my way out of this cave while carrying them. If you take them to Belthay, I'll follow you. Okay, wait. When she said they're little ones... Oh dear. Okay, so they weren't talking about children. They weren't. They were talking about spiders. They were talking about spiders who went into the cave, and oh my goodness. All right. Sorry. Let me regain my composure here. This is wrong. Okay, fine. We'll carry them out. Forgotten chest.
Think you can help me?
Let's get out of here.
Thank the Guardians.
Right, they're fine. They're not hurt. Alright. Yeah, so he's fine. He wasn't dead. There's a twist. I knew there was going to be some kind of twist. I just had this feeling either he was going to be dead or the kids were going to be dead, and then of course, spiders. Had to be spiders, right? Why wouldn't it be? Alright. Yes, it's obviously you recognize your... Yes, it's obvious that I did this not for the reward. Okay, what do we get? Iron Mace of Ice. Nice damage per second. 141. Two-handed weapon. 128 on that one. That is some nice damage. Okay, well, I'm not using melee though, so let's go ahead and grab this, I think. The Invigorating Varmint Tag. 51 health. 25 physical armor. 25 physical armor is good, actually. My pet has been rather tanky already. Let's just go ahead and grab that. And we will put that on the pet now. And we'll be replacing this one, I think. There we go. And we can see that what that gives the pet is 25 armor there, 20 there. This also reduces armor of the enemies he hits. That gives him health. So Kane is looking pretty good. And now if you'll excuse me, I'll see if I have any upgrades for myself. Alright, I've sent Kane off. He'll be back in about 2 minutes. I found some new gear, so I've taken off my armor and my pants. I'm not selling those because I want to take them back in order to just kind of destroy the armor and get these back. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to care about that much longer. What I want to see is how much each of these are going to sell for, and plus what the individual gems would sell for, honestly. That would be nice to find out, to know if they're worth salvaging. Of course, I can always just put them into new equipment. Of course, as you can see, all of my current equipment has something in it, so I have no lack of stuff to put into socketed items. Now, here's something I'm glad I found. This was something that I forgot was in the game, and I know it was in the beta when I played it. This is an augmented weapon. We can see here it's a superior lever gun. It's a rare shotgun. It's got an empty socket, 30 knockback, 10 physical damage, 15 knockback as well, so quite a bit of knockback on this shotgun. But as you can see, it's an augmented weapon. I have to kill 10 champion creatures in order to upgrade this weapon. So I'm kind of interested to see how this works. I can't use my blast cannon with it, as you can see. But I still kind of want to upgrade it. So what I'm going to probably do here is, as my secondary, just kind of put it on there. Let's give it a shot there. Alright, so I need to kill 10 champions with this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it on my offhand, and what I want to see is if I kill a champion with the cannon, does it count towards the shotgun because it's on my person? Or do I have to actually kill the champion with the weapon itself equipped? We will find out shortly, hopefully. Whoa, spiders crossing the bridge. Hey, only 626? Kane, I swear you're skimming, you're skimming! Do I have to go to the vendors myself? You know what, just for that, eat a fish. Oh, forgot my pet once again. Alright, there's a quest there. Oh, here we go. There's a champion beast. Oh! Alright, let's... Yeah, man, these things are such a mana hog, too. Okay, there we go. There's a champion down. Let's go ahead and go into our inventory, swap to the weapons, and we can see that it's 0 out of 10. So, what I'm going to try and do now is remember to swap to it when I'm about to kill a champion. Simple as that. See if we can't get it augmented and find out what the augment does. So I'm looking forward to finding that out. Now there are different kind of augments, I believe. I'm fairly certain that killing champion is just one of the requirements for these augmented items, and that you will find other augments with different requirements. Alright, next quest. Elder Valen.
Greetings, traveler. Can you assist me? I was traveling with the Grand Regent to the Watchwheel Temple when we became separated. I was hoping to rejoin him at the temple, but the doors had been sealed behind him. He was very ill when I last saw him. I think he might have contracted the same sickness affecting the other Astharians.
You think?
I was planning to enter the Watchwheel through the other portal in the old Astharian refuge. Unfortunately, the keys have been stolen. Goblin miners took one, and we believe that some slavers who recently moved into the area have the other. It takes both keys to activate the Watchwheel portal, and it is beyond my abilities to retrieve them. Recover the passkey Ember from the slavers, and the latchkey Ember from the goblins. You can use them to open the portal in the refuge and intercept the Regent before he infects the Guardian.
Well, alright then.
You have received a quest.
Alright, Frosted Hills and a waypoint. Very good, we can easily go back from here. No need for now, simply looking for a secret passageway, as none seem to exist. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and get the spider mines off my bar. I thought I was going to like them more, but they take a lot of mana, and their flat damage rather than being weapon percentage keeps them from being super useful to me. I suppose if I were to play a class, maybe like a defensive build, that might be more important, you know, instead of using weapon damage. Yes. Let's see what happens. Just to double check what they gain. Yes. Well, they do get mana cost reduction at higher levels, up to 60%. So, that would make it only cost about 15. That's not bad. I mean, that's in line with Blast Cannon, but that's at final level, and the mana cost is going to continue to go up. Let's ditch it for now. And I probably won't go into Fire and Spark just yet, because I'm not seeing any suitable fire damage just yet coming from me. So, yeah. We will either move into heavy lifting, or I think just pump up Coup de Grace. Let's do that. Alright, let's find out about these gems, shall we? we've got Spark and Ice. So this is worth 104 gold if I sell it, and that's worth 170 if I sell it with gems. Let's go ahead and retrieve the gems.
Have we met?
Alright, 74, 74, 74. Okay. So that means the 2 gems themselves were worth about, yeah, basically the 2 gems themselves were more than the cost of the pants. I was right, 140, right? So, yeah, there we go. So the gems are more important. I can go ahead and sell them, and this would give me a little bit more money. Although this one, not so much, because the gem itself was actually, it was only 1 gem. It's mainly the 2 here that made it more important. Like this, for example, that's 83 with a gem in it. We can see that the gem is itself 74. So the item does not appear to gain value from having gems in it. I want to keep that in mind, I think. Nether Thralls, Nether Mancers. Does he things like Mind Flayers? They've got like tentacles for heads. What is this madness? They're fighting Cthulhu. Ah, get these little... What are these things? They're dead now. Oh, that... Oh! That poor fellow. Another brute, huh? Whoa, he teleports. I think my chance to stun doesn't affect champions. Alright, doing okay so far. We're going to want to swap my weapons here in a moment. Let's kind of see, that's 74, that's 81. So this does technically more damage. My shotgun does technically more damage than my cannon. But I have to swap to the cannon if I want to use the special ability. That's fine. I can weapon swap for that purpose. Nearly dead. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man. I thought I was on the shotgun for a moment there and I didn't swap out. Dang it! I tried. I tried. The Eye of Pirankuru. Armor gives health, weapon gives electric damage. Huh. Interesting. Void Ember Chip. 1.4 mana recovered per second. Weapon mana stolen. Starting to find some interesting socketed items now. Of course, that means I would have to destroy the previous ones. Of course, these are all fairly low levels, so that's not a big deal. What would these give me in the weapon? That's 7 electric, 7 ice, mana steel, 8 electric. I don't feel like putting any of them in that shotgun right now, I think. What's this? 84 damage per second on a demolishing culverin. So slow attack speed, so it's slower than my current cannon, but it does more damage per second, which means it will increase the damage of blast cannon. Has the same knockback. Ooh, 3 armor reduced on each hit. Plus 15 knockback added as well. Has a 55% chance to stun. The thing it loses is the 55 physical. So it loses the bleed, and it loses the fire damage over 5. Technically, it would appear that this is actually not as good as the one I'm using currently. But let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. You can see there, nice big cannon. Just a little bit slower, not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and keep using the one I have because I think with the bleed and the additional fire damage that this weapon will end up doing more. Although the raw power of my special abilities will be reduced. So that's something to think about. So I'll be doing more damage on my standard hits, less damage on my special hits. So the question is that a good thing? Well, honestly, the special hits are what I'm using more of right now. But I kind of like having that chance. And I do believe that my special hits also convey that... hello. Blade Beast. Alright, let's swap to the shotgun and just keep it up. There we go. Oops. Mysterious pants, huh? Should you pick up a pair of pants that are mysterious? And should you wear them? I suppose that's the question of the hour. Let's look. These are unidentified pants. Alright, let's make sure that that did count. Yes, it did. Excellent. What's this? Vampiric spider egg. Transform into a vampiric spider for 5 minutes. Really? Now I've heard about this. I believe it was in the comments mentioning that the vampiric spiders are really good. They're one of the better pets, and therefore can be used for emergencies and enemies that are very tough. So I'm going to hold on to that for now and not use it. But I will identify these pants. Oh, look at that. 20 physical armor. Wind shear breeches. Unique leggings. Electric armor, ice armor, 10% pet and minion health, and a 5% chance to execute. Definitely not something I really care about. Honestly, the stats, of course, on the pants I'm wearing currently are not that great either. But as we can see, I can't even wear it anyway because it requires not only level 23, which I don't have anywhere near. It would require 50 dex, which I also have nowhere near. So I don't meet the level requirement, and of course the alternate requirement I'm not anywhere near either. I can't do that. Not only that, but at the bottom we can see that the required class is Berserker, so I can't even use it at all. Might throw that into my stash though. Make a Berserker, give it a shot, have fun with it. Yeah, I've entered the land, the Lovecraftian land of Cthulhu here, with the monsters with tentacles for faces. No, okay, no, he has a face. The tentacles are coming out of his mouth. Okay, right. Bright and colorful game, disturbing imagery. Let's just go with it, really. Oh, skill mastery. What is this? Minus 25% to skill mana cost, plus 2 rank on all skills. Well, well. Oh, a locked golden chest. Okay. Here's hoping I fare better on this, because the last locked golden chest I found, I could not find the key. That's right. I didn't find it at all. Apparently a bug was supposed to drop it, and I didn't see the bug anywhere. I might go back. I don't know if the realms I've been through stay open in single player mode. I'm going to go find out. Be sure. Okay, this is 16 to 8. Ooh, I don't meet the Ice Deep Caverns requirements yet, so let's continue on. There's plenty more to kill. I probably could go in there without much problem, but I'm so close to level, and I kind of want to through here. Ooh, okay, that's new. A little whirl. Ooh, okay. There's a couple things there that I have no idea what those are. There was a whirlwind, and then there. Ooh, nice. That's just a normal enemy. That's kind of cool. Ice circles and waves and all sorts of runic effects and, yeah, beautifulness. Wow. I gotta say, I feel like they went all out on this one. I think they did a really good job with Torchlight 2. They're extra tough. Okay, you're not a champion, so I don't have to switch to the shotgun. I mean, the difference between Torchlight 1 and 2 is astronomical, really. The sheer amount of monsters that are here, we can see there's all sorts of interesting attack animations, even on normal monsters. I think they really went all out to make this feel special, to feel good, you know. They've... This is excellent. I admit I did not get very far in Torchlight 1. But I acknowledged it as a good game. It's just that compared to, see, now that Diablo 3 is out, now that Path of Exile is out, and now even this, Torchlight 2, right? Going back to Torchlight 1 is kind of difficult because you can see that it's done so much better with all these other games. Torchlight 1 was definitely in a good spot, even, you know, I sadly did not play it when it was the best chance to play it, and that was basically... Ooh. When basically there was no replacement for Diablo 2. Basically you had Diablo 2 and you had Titan's Quest. And Titan's Quest was an okay game. I think it suffered from massive amounts of passive points that you had to pump in every level, and I don't know, something about it didn't quite capture me much. I like the idea behind it. It too had fairly large levels too. I mean, Act 1 was massive in Titan's Quest. I mean, if you're looking for an alternative, there's another one. I don't think I'm going to do any kind of series on that one, because that is an older one. But you know, hey, it's out there. You're interested in ARPGs, you want something different, it's Titan Quest. It's got an interesting sub-job system that you pick a class,
You have become more experienced.
and then as you play it, you can pick a second class, and neither one is less powerful than the other, really. It's not like the sub-job is weak like you think Final Fantasy XI, you've got sub-jobs, the sub-job is only half the level of the primary. No, in this you literally are of two different jobs. What is that? Boost goblin attacks. That's kind of cool. Okay. So you pick one job, then you pick another later, and you basically boost each job through your skill points. Your skill points can be applied towards passives, basically a passive bar on the left-hand side. You had to reach a certain level of passive points in order to unlock certain skills. Ooh, wow, that's impressive right there, and that's from normal enemies. Sheesh. Okay, wow, okay. Yeah, I'm hurt. Let the bot heal me. Where is... Do I still have the bot? Yes, I do. So you had to pick which one you wanted to level up to get what skills you wanted, and then you could basically pick from all the abilities from either of the two trees, which meant you could come up with... And here's the thing, though. Once you picked your job, you were stuck to it. So you pick the first one, you're stuck to it. Pick the second one, you're stuck to it. You could theoretically pick a real bad job combination. You know, like picking warrior and ranger, maybe. Now, while that might sound bad at first, because, you know, hey, you want to pick, like, you're picking a tank character and you're picking a range character, truth of the matter is, each class had certain passive abilities, had certain skills that could be used even outside of the scope of its intended class. So Ranger might have had an ability that lets you augment your weapon to always do poison damage whenever you hit. So you could basically be a warrior, go in, be a bit tanky, be a bit of a bruiser, and then you've got also the poison damage there on your weapon. I mean, sometimes picking a secondary job class was only a matter of picking one ability that you really wanted. There always was that. It was a very neat system. I rather liked the game. But of course, Titan's Quest, you wanted to have Eternal Throne, much like you wanted to have Lord of Destruction for Diablo 2. If you didn't have Lord of Destruction, you weren't really playing what everybody considers to be the true Diablo 2, because there were so many fixes to the game with Lord of Destruction. And hey, Valgog? pull away from you. He is swift. I'm going to switch to the shotgun and see if it gains a level or a kill count from this guy. It doesn't say champion, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to let the bot kind of heal for me. I'm in no real danger of dying here. This is fine. Wait, maybe I am in danger of dying. Hold on. It's okay. Potion, and we're good. There we go. Okay, did that count? No. Did not. Alright, so only monsters that are called champion will count. Alright. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Okay, so as I was saying, yes, you wanted to have Eternal Throne with Titan's Quest. Why? Because, well, it added a new equipment type that was completely new to Eternal Throne that you would be missing out. And it added a whole new job class. That was pretty powerful, actually. I think it was almost considered overpowered by some, but it was definitely a good game. I was kind of disappointed when they did the Humble THQ bundle, and they released Titan's Quest as an extended bundle thing, but they did it without adding Eternal Throne. So I kind of thought it was cool that they added it, but I think they should have added it with Eternal Throne, because honestly the game is just not as good without it. And the expansion pack Eternal Throne is still fairly expensive. Well, I say fairly expensive, it's kind of cheap really, but I mean when you're considering that you're already paying for Titan's Quest, I think around 15 or something like that. It might be less now, to be honest with you. I haven't checked the prices recently. But I thought, honestly, you know, I like the gesture that they were adding it, but considering that on the Humble THQ bundle they were giving you Company of Heroes with all of its expansions, all of its packs, it kind of seemed odd that that game didn't get the same treatment. Oh well, that's Titan's Quest. Yeah, we're talking about a completely different game while playing Torchlight 2. That's okay, it's an action RPG. It fits. It fits, and it's good to talk about the competition and the differences between them. So I've worked my way over here. This is 16, 17. I am 16, so I could definitely enter here without much issue. There appears to be no one guarding it, so I've got this. Hold on, this is the Ember Keys. What's over here? The Ember Keys. So Ice Deep Caverns isn't even part of the keys. It's just a completely separate area to go through. It's a level, huh? Well, you know what? Since I've leveled, I've got 16, I'm going to go back to the Ice Deep, and we're going to go in, and we'll finish on that, I think, because it's already gone quite a bit here, and we'll end on that, I think, and we'll do the keys on the next one, and a good time will be had by all. Right? Right.
Hello.
You believe you've located the Alchemist's lair in the Ice Deep Caverns. A journal just inside the entrance speaks of entering the mine at Torchlight, retrieving Ordek's heart. Ah, very good. Finding the rest of the Alchemist's journals would probably be very helpful in ascertaining how to stop him. The one I saw was Volume 4, so there are probably at least 3 more. Yes, that would make perfect sense, would it not?
You have received a quest.
Yeah, and this is level 1, so that means we have a second level, of course. More than likely with a nice big bad boss. We have a nice big icy cave. A little bit different from the other one that we were in. This one is more sheer ice from the looks of it. The other one was more kind of frosty snow kind of thing. No braziers to light the path. Lots of little bats, though. Wow. I love those, though, because they die quickly. and in massive quantities. Ooh, hello big guy. Golroth. Really, I think they take Scrabble pieces, put them in a bag, and just throw them out at random. It's the impression I get. He's a champion beastie, which means he'll be going down to my shotgun. Nice, the bridge seems to have stopped him in his tracks when he tries to charge me. Well, that's odd. It says killed 10 champions. It didn't get the credit for it. I've killed... He was a champion. What the hell? Is it because some other damage source killed it? Could it be? You know, just having it equipped wasn't enough? It was... Well, that's not going to be easy. I might not be able to get that leveled up. Right, moving on into floor 2. Looks like we'll be fighting Chillhoof. Oddly enough, for my quest here, I'm supposed to be finding journals, but I haven't found any. I'm pretty certain I explored the whole thing. Let's see if they're down here in Chillhoof's domain. Lots of frost, and there he is. Whoa! Yeah, that ground rune is no joke. Beyond the eye. Ooh, nice combination attacks. Hitting me with the whirlwinds and trying to get me inside of that big glyph. Trying to do my best long-range hits here. Don't want to get too close to him. Whoa, that one's new. AoE lightning. It's okay, down he goes. No big deal there. So this second area, usually the second area where the boss is kind of small. But this one looks like it's going to be a fully explorable second level. Oh, splatter. An elite beast. Alright, I'm going to try again with the shotgun. I know he's elite, not champion. But I want to know if it'll work. I kind of want to get this shotgun leveled up so that I can see what becomes of it. Oh, maybe I was wrong about this being a fully explored second level, because there's Chillhoof up ahead. There he is. Whoa! That's impressive. Remind me a little bit of Grell when you do that. Grell had a similar attack. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Right. Well, playing a bit defensively here at the moment. Now, unfortunately, oh, he does get stunned. I was about to mention that it didn't look like bosses and elites got stunned from my attacks so my coup de grace wouldn't kick off, but it looks like he was. Nice, I'm pretty much avoiding the charges. Can you get around to the side? Oh, okay. I was not expecting that ice attack to circle around quite as extremely as it did. Haven't needed to use a potion on him. Rather impressive considering that I have skill points. Ooh. Oh! Well.
You have perished.
That was a burst of damage I wasn't expecting, but hey, this is good because it gets to show off the death screen that I haven't seen yet. Did run into this in the beta, and I believe there's a third option. I don't remember what it is though. So we get the chance to resurrect in town, right? Lose nothing. So as you can see, you have the gold, the experience, the fame. I can go back to the entrance of this area, but I lose 1933, you know, almost 2,000 gold. That's a minor cost really to just come back here. I mean, well, 2,000 gold can, you know, as you've seen from what I've picked up, is quite a bit, but I have 17,000. I'm not concerned about it. That'll bring me back to the entrance here. Now, I believe the third option is resurrect here. Like, absolutely resurrect right where you stand. And that one incurs a heftier cost, I do believe. Not entirely sure. Don't take me on that one because I haven't seen it, obviously. So what we're going to do is select the entrance. As you can see, there we are. We're right here. Honestly, very minor setback. Now, that, of course, was the result of me not using a potion. I was trying to see how far I could stretch it, and as we can see there, it went pretty far, actually. It's just at the end, he kind of hit me with a massive burst of damage that I was not expecting. So, oh, Master Key. Okay. I think I picked up a spell, too. Hold on. I did. Summon Nether Imp. Oh. You know who's going to summon that? The pet. So, alright. So not bad. I'm going to probably be more defensive in the future. I'll use my potions. Honestly, I just wanted to know how far I could go without using it. I wanted to see how I could push it. Basically, the whole point of that experiment there is to see, do I need to pump up the healing mod? I mean, I pretty much said that I don't think I need it. And I wanted to see, is that true? Do I really not need it? And without using potions, that was honestly not that hard. Really, I shouldn't have died there if I would have, you know, just gone ahead and used one. Granted, it was a pretty big chunk of life that went away there in an instant. But anyway, as you can see here, look at this. I have 24 big, 68 small. You know, the small ones do 900, which is a good amount. I mean, more than half of my health. So, yeah. I mean, hell, the big ones are more than my actual health globe has. So actually hitting Z would probably be bad because it uses the best one. I'd be wasting potions. Oh well, that's okay. So let's see here what we've got. Alchemist note. After months of research and experiments, I am forced to conclude that my Ember Blight is incurable. And I am not alone. Hundreds die from it every year. Thousands more must be isolated from Ember, lest even the least exposure trigger a psychotic episode. The only real solution, it seems, is to remove the source of the infection, to destroy all Ember everywhere. Until now, this has been an unrealistic proposal, but with the defeat of Ordrak, I believe a universal cure to Ember Blight is finally within reach. Ooh. You know, you kind of feel for him. I mean, he wants to destroy all Ember because it's a blight, right? It's one of those things where it's an incurable disease. He's going to die. But it's not entirely a selfish endeavor on his end, right? So is this this alchemist that we're chasing down, who seems to be the bad guy, is he really a bad guy? I mean, it seems like he has this thing that not only is he trying to cure himself, but he's trying to cure the others that suffer from it. There are many people that suffer from it, and he's been trying to find a cure, and he's come to the painful realization that no, there is no cure. You can't cure this. So the only way to get rid of it is, of course, remove the source, remove Ember. So, as we can see here, there's the summoned imp. Now that is an imp, I remember him. I remember summoning those imps in Torchlight, one of my characters. Cute little things. Alright, what's the next one? There must be a way to increase the heart's power. Perhaps by drawing it from the elemental guardians? Their power is incomprehensibly vast, and any one of them could supercharge Ordrick's heart, more than equal the task. But would draining away that energy kill the guardian? Would its associated element then run amok, or vanish altogether? I must spread the donation across multiple guardians. The guardians are unlikely to willingly part with that energy. I must take what I need and pray that there is time for apologies later. So there we go. There we go. So he's gone to the Guardians. As we saw, he already hit one Guardian. That Guardian is still alive. Right? So he's trying his best not to kill the Guardians. He doesn't want to do that. He just wants to take a little bit of energy from each. He's being very careful not to drain all the energy from a single Guardian, lest that Guardian die, lest that Guardian's element become a danger to other people. So here we go. We have our main villain, who is not really a villain. You kind of feel for him. I kind of like that they've done that with this. So let's continue on to his last journal. And this will, of course, be the end of it, and we'll go over the levels and whatnot. Ordrick's heart is itself corrupted and might actually be more dangerous to me than Ember. I have designed and crafted a tool in the form of a stave to control and wield the heart. But it is not enough. The foul energies released by the heart are capable of creating physical and mental deformities, even with only casual exposure. Accordingly, I must construct a suit of ember-resistant armor to shield me from the worst effects. Ah, so the armor. Very good. Okay, so now he's got himself a suit of armor to protect himself from the heart. The heart, of course, being far worse than the Ember Blight he's suffering. So there we go.
Hello.
Alright, the notes are enlightening to say the least. Clear the Alchemist is suffering from Ember Blight-induced dementia. Each subsequent note is more delusional than the last. I don't know. It sounded like he was fairly rational even in those to me. But, he did wear a suit of armor, and he did wield Ordrick's heart, and he did attack the Guardian of Water. What if there's some nugget of truth in his madness? So, yeah, honestly, that seems to me like he was very researched in it. They think him mad, but I think him just very learned, fairly scholarly. Of course, the difference between genius and insanity is a very thin line. So, well, let's see what we get. Pioneer Shoulders of Health, 10 armor. Health and vitality, not bad. What is this? Headsman's Blade of Mortal Wounds, a rare greatsword, two-handed. We'll be using that, of course. Invigorating Chill Tag, 25 ice armor for the pet, of course. I have 2 physical armor tags on the pet. 108 health. I'm not sure I care about that one. Maybe I'll just go ahead and get the shoulders. They are an upgrade. Gives me additional health, and I get 2 vitality bonus. I lose the 3% physical armor and the 8 poison armor. That's fine. Let's go ahead and use those. Lots of fame. I am acknowledged. It's gone up to 7,000 to move to the next level. We can see here I have 20 stat points to spend. I also have 4 skill points to spend. So before we end the video, we'll be going over those. I'll go ahead and equip that. Move that down. And very quickly, let's just see, is there anything else here that's a two-handed, that is a one-handed? I might go ahead and use that as an off here. What is that, 95? That is 111. Conveys interrupt chance. That's a very fast. That's just average. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. And anything else? 7 gloves that have cast speed and physical armor. We could do that. If I get the gems back, then that's an upgrade, so we'll do that. Oh, here we go. Augmented weapon. Kill 25 enemies to upgrade. So this is going to be an easier weapon to augment compared to the shotgun that we've got. So it's nice to see that I actually have a new weapon to try. This one is very hard to upgrade because it requires champions. I really wonder what kind of augmentation will come from it. I'm going to keep trying to level it, but it's not going to be easy since it's not my primary weapon and keeps me from using my special abilities. This, though, as we can see, 104, just requires 25 enemy kills. That's going to be easy. So that will be my new primary weapon on the secondary set. As a matter of fact, we're just going to go ahead and do that, and I will hold on to the shotgun for another attempt later. We'll go ahead and try the sword first, and so maybe in the next video I'll be able to show off what this augmentation can do, what kind of changes it grants the items I am wearing. Alright, looks like that's it for now. What did I lose on the gloves? Just double checking here. There, I lost ice and spark. Oh, that's fine. So I could gain health, which isn't a bad idea. I could gain poison armor. Spark. Well, I could definitely get the spark back. I haven't run into a lot of lightning damage just yet. So I'm thinking I might just go for the straight up health. And yeah, maybe even the mana recovery per second, honestly. Since I tend to fire it a lot. I'm doing pretty good. Let's just do that. Alright, so for skills, let's see what we end on here. Okay, our final build. I think I want to get heavy lifting leveled for more stun. Won't go up again until 19. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure if I want to level up blast cannon and healing bot. As we saw, surviving with the healing bot at this level has been really good. I don't think I need to put more points into it yet. I just really don't think that's going to be an issue. What can I do? I could do Aegis of Fate and Sword and Board. I'm not using Sword and Board, so Aegis of Fate. I'm not leveling the heal bot, so not worried about that. Looks like it's going to be between heavy lifting and coup de grace. So let's go ahead and get that. As we can see, that cannot go up any further, and I've still got 2 points. Well, I guess I can level up the blast cannon even further to do more damage. And of course, this isn't a bad idea because every level increases physical and fire damage the enemy takes with this weapon. So what I'm thinking I might want to look into is what kind of skills do I have in the trees that will do fire damage, like Emberquake here is fire damage. And I could combine that with the fire and spark, of course, and I can combine that with the blast cannon. Although it's looking like I kind of want to go into fire and spark. I'm not sure I want to do that just yet, though. Because that's fire and electric. My electric damage would have been here, and fire. Well, this would have been my fire damage on the spider mines. I'm not sure yet, because what's next? Shock grenades, that's stun, electric. That is electric damage, so fire and spark might not be too bad. For right now, I don't think it's going to give me much. I really don't. I really don't think fire and spark's going to help that much. Let's go ahead and go into blast cannon. Well, and once again I am met with resistance to what else to put my points into. At this point, this is becoming very difficult to create a... because I'm just not sure what other skills I'm going to like and what I'm going to want. The spider mine seemed like a good idea at the time, but as we can see, I mean, it's going to go up. It definitely is going to go up. I'm just not sure yet. I don't think I want to put something into the healing bot yet. I think with that... yeah, well... fire electric. Yeah. I think with that, I'm going to leave it with 1 extra skill point. I will have to consider that. I can always put the healing bot up, obviously, but I'm just not sure I want to get it up too far. You know what? It's not a big deal. I'm using it. It's fine. Healing bot. Wow, and there it is. No skill points, and I have every one of the abilities that I can upgrade here. Blast Cannon and Healing Bot, and of course my 2 passives, as far as they can go for now. Alright, that's it. So, looking at the final build for this video, we have 6 heavy lifting, we have 3 coup de grace, we have 6 healing bot, 6 blast cannon. Alright, so 2 passives, 2 primary skills. Looking good. Looking good, and it's honestly feeling good. The build is moving along quite nicely. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for watching. This is Torchlight 2 with the Engineer Cannoneer build, and I will see you next time.